This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
With me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dig. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The Knockem
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
What will you experience at a Knockem Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today.
How do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there?
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's September 14th. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. I said comedy club. It's a bear.
Oh, look at how look like a little baby. Look, a little comedy baby. Like the patio.
The legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown is the place where you can see B.J. Okerson this weekend. What else is playing this weekend here? And of course, you got the Brokerage and Belmore. You have the McGuire's out in Bohemia. Lots of great stuff. This is the place to be for Long Island comedy. All the Governor's comedy shows. Let's see. Mike Keegan's in a little room this weekend.
Oh, nice.
With Fat Jay and John Butera and Emily Santosis and Sherry.
Who'd you say before Emily?
Poland. What?
Who'd you say before Emily?
Fat Jay.
Okay.
Mo Meltz will be there and a bunch of other people I don't know. Very nice. And who's... Oh, the patio. Is that this weekend? What do we get? Oh, no, September 24th. There is another drag queen extravaganza.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I wonder what time they actually did end that night. Too bad we couldn't get him in before the show.
Yeah, they were getting dressed and getting ready literally minutes before they went
they
up.
probably, I don't know where they drove from, but.
Ooh, at the brokerage coming up tomorrow night, Robert Hansen, Psychic Medium. Ooh. Maureen Langan is playing there this weekend. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's next weekend. She's playing. Lots of great stuff. McGuire's in Bohemia. Let's see. Anthony Rodilla is coming up next week. And that's all I see. All right. Go to govs.com to get the schedule and find out what's going on at the clubs and make your reservations on the website, govs.com. And they saw the other ads, right?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Hey.
What's new?
Nothing.
Well, there's something. You said you had stuff to talk about. Hello, DJ D Love, and hello, Elizabeth. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Oh, let me just get that done quick.
Yeah, go. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. I was just saying that I always have like a bunch of stuff if like you're short on stuff. So do what you want to do today because it's probably more time sensitive. Now I'm thinking about balloon guy, Derek. That's all the sounds he makes when he makes the balloons. Remember how deafening it was? We had to take all the mics away from him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we made the balloons in here. Please subscribe to the Govs Comedy Club Radio YouTube channel. Please tell everybody you know about the channel. Please share our shows on your social media pages. Govs Comedy Club Radio is the name of the YouTube channel. It's also the name of our Facebook page. But we're trying to push everybody over to the YouTube channel. That is where we're going to interact with you guys and hang out with you guys. Jeff Bosey's there. And everybody's just saying hi to each other. Very nice, very nice. Thank you to all of our fellow knockers. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Hope you enjoyed our shows last night. Steve Squared. But it was not Steve Squared last night. It was Steve 1.
Oh, the other Steve didn't.
Steve Mandrasina was not
come?
here.
Oh.
Steve Mandrasina has some stuff going on.
Come a little closer to me. You're sitting further away than you normally do.
Sorry.
There you go. Okay.
We wish him well.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right.
So it turned out to be Steve and Tony show. Because that Steve wasn't here. He pulled
you
a
didn't
U.
tell me that.
You missed that?
What?
I said he pulled a U.
What?
Meaning he didn't show up.
Oh.
I'm teasing.
I haven't showed up for like so many things.
Right. So I was in your chair. So since Steve K had nobody else to talk to, it turned out to be the Steve and Tony show. And it was fun.
And you're like, I'm going to kill you.
And then, of course, there was Flip Tracks last night. We thank you guys for your patience. Both shows, we had technical difficulties. But Steve Squared did get up and running. Flip Tracks started. Steve Squared started late because we had technical difficulties. Flip Tracks started. Then the technical difficulties came, so we had to shut everything down. And then we came back up. So he actually, because of that, we gave you more Flip Tracks time.
Oh, that's nice.
Because he did like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And then when we came back, we did almost an hour then.
Good.
And if you haven't seen Flip Tracks, I know Tom is just a fantastic musician.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he focuses on the Grateful Dead quite a bit, and maybe that's not your thing. But last night he played, and actually the week before, the last show when I sat in too,
he doesn't always focus on it.
He plays a lot of originals,
yeah.
which is his originals are fantastic.
His originals are great.
Really great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angel Pajanos is there. Anything to the zero power is one. Why is he saying that?
Because you said it's not Steve
Squared. Because I said Steve 1.
Yeah, I stuck you with a lot last night. Sorry. It's just, like, I don't know. I have a concussion, so I get overwhelmed really easy. And, so it was like getting towards the time when I was supposed to come here, and you'd offered in the middle of the day to take my place. And then so last night I was like, okay, please go.
Yeah, at 5:25.
Yeah. I know.
When the first show's at 6.
Because I was trying to avoid it. I was trying to just go. And then as every minute got closer, my head hurt more. And I'm like, all right, I'm just being stupid. But then I felt bad bringing it up because, obviously you'd want more notice than 30 seconds. So I literally gave you 10 seconds because I was uncomfortable bringing it up. Oh, because of me, not you.
Let me tell you.
It's difficult asking people to do things. I hate it. I'm so much better at doing things for other people.
I got some things I need you to do for me. Let me tell you just how overwhelmed she is, and how psychotic she's become.
Are you gonna make fun of me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, not last night, the night before, I woke up in the middle of the night.
I don't even know what day that was. Monday night?
No, Sunday. Sunday going into Monday.
Okay.
So I guess technically it could be Monday night. So I reach over to my left to the nightstand and I drink some water, right? And it's dark. It's the middle of the night. And I just kind of quickly looked at the inside the glass and I saw an ice cube floating. Little chunk of an ice cube, and I put the glass down. So a few hours later when I was getting up for the day, again, I grabbed the cup, I drink. I'm like, wow, that little chunk of ice cube is still there. That's weird. Put it down. A few minutes later, I grab it again, and I'm in better lighting now. And I look, I'm like, son of a bitch, that's not an ice cube. It's a freaking dead fly.
It's gross.
Very gross. I was like, "Whoa."
You're eating fly gook.
I'm not done with this story. So
I did not put a fly in your glass if that's what you're about to get to.
I emptied that glass, of course. Sallie, and I go to the computer. I'm getting ready, planning the show and working on the day, whatever's going on. Sallie, she's going into the kitchen, I don't know, to feed dogs and, beat up children, whatever she does. So about 5 minutes later, she comes over and she brings me a new glass of water. I'm like, oh, thanks, babe.
Thoughtful.
Right. And thoughtful, yeah. Thoughtful about committing a murder. So I didn't even look at it. I put the glass down. I'm typing some more. I grab a drink. A few minutes later, I put it down again. But I did a double take. This one had a fly in it, too.
It wasn't a fly, was it? Wasn't it like just a little bug? I didn't see it.
Well, what else would you call it?
I don't know. Wasn't it like a gnat or something? I thought you said it wasn't a fly. It was like a smaller bug. If I got that wrong, then
no. I said it was. I don't know what it was. It was an insect, a flying insect. It was smaller than the first one. That's what I said.
Oh, just a little baby fly. A fly cub.
2 flies in my drinks.
See what I did there? The
yeah.
Kind of brought it back around.
Yeah. Oh! Now you're gonna claim to be a comedian now? I did a callback. Look.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Shouldn't have killed the spider. Just saying. That's what Andy said. Yeah, but you didn't. I didn't kill the spider. I didn't kill the spider.
You didn't kill spiders, but you were making fun of me for my catch and release program.
I made fun of you. So what? I made fun. You don't get karma for that.
Well, if
you get karma for killing the spider.
Right, but
I didn't kill the spider.
If you're making fun of me, what do you do when you see a spider? Huh?
I don't kill a spider. I haven't killed a spider in years. I do what you do. I trap it and then I take it outside.
Then what are you making fun of me about?
Because you let it live in the house. I don't. I grab it and throw it outside. It
gets rid of other bugs.
I don't give it its own apartment. So anyway, don't detract from the subject here. Sallie's trying to kill me by putting insects in my drinks.
No.
We're talking
protein.
15-minute difference at best.
It was.
Between the 2 drinks.
You were like, what's going on
Both
here?
had flies in them.
Yeah.
That was yesterday morning.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you got it all right. And you put it in my drink. So if I don't show up here Thursday, you guys know.
I think you could eat flies and not have a problem.
I think you could eat flies and not have a problem.
I don't want to eat flies.
Well, neither do I. It was just really strange, though.
Yeah, I mean, I had stuff to talk about. I just because it was I don't know if should I tell the whole Medicaid story, or is that like too long? I can shorten it up.
I'm not sure what that story is.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever like had to sign up for Medicaid in your life. Like normally, you have whatever insurance you have, and then if something awful happens and you're ill or injured or something, then you sign up for Medicaid because it helps pay for your medical bills. And that's kind of what we're doing with Cindy, because Cindy's older. She's over 65, so she's just on Medicare, and so you have to. So I was like, all right, I'll just like fill out Medicaid for her like online. And it turns out that if you're over 65, and you're on Medicare, you can't just sign up for Medicaid online like every other normal human being. You have to print 50,000 pages, fill them all out. Like old people need to do this, right?
They have nothing else to do.
And they have to fill a lot and it took her a really long time to find all the, she had to find like W-2s from the past. And she's like, I don't even remember working. And she had to like fill out like all this stuff. And she's like, she finally gets it all done. And then we talked for a couple of days about how we have to get it to Medicaid. So I needed to figure out where to go, where to drop it off, who to talk to.
Medicaid.
So I called social services, and for several days in a row, every time I call social services, it'll say, do you need help with this? Do you need help with this? Hit 3 if you want to speak to someone in Medicaid. So, hit 3. Then it gives you 2 choices. Do you want directions to the place, or do you want the main menu? And I called a few times. Whatever you pick, it just hangs up on you.
I am not surprised.
Like, it just hangs up on you. Like, I thought I tried a different phone. That's how it works. So I take Cindy I'm like, well, let's go. She had chemo Friday. So I was like, let's drive for chemo. And she's there for like, I don't know, 5-6 hours IV getting the chemo. And I said, but bring all your paperwork with you. And then I'll go in when I'll talk to the doctor or whatever social workers there. And I'll ask them a couple of questions and ask them like where I'm supposed to drop this off. And is this okay? Is this what I should fill out? Because, you want to get it right, So I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm sitting in my car with her paperwork and I try again. I'm like, hit number 3. Speak to someone, but nothing. Every time I hit anything, hangs up on me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to Google where this place is, and it's in Uniondale. I'm just going to go. So I go with her paperwork, which I didn't even talk to her about. Like, I wasn't even like, hey, should I drop this off for you? Are you ready? Like, I kind of assumed she was all ready. I'm hoping. So I go in there, and it's like DMV.
It's worse than DMV.
Yeah, times easy 10. Like, It feels like a prison.
I'm telling you, I enjoy DMV after spending so much time with
it's
Social
quite
Security.
lovely. They even have music playing that you don't, until you've gone to a place like this, you don't even realize how great DMV is.
It's awful.
So I go in, and the security, like, you have to go through, they check all your bags and stuff, like you're gonna, which I can understand because I feel violent towards them, so I can understand.
Yeah.
Like, check everyone for guns, even like, housewives that have no anger problems. Check them now. So I go in. So I said, I would like to speak to someone in Medicaid. So they're like, okay, go up and stand in that line like you do DMV. You stand on line and you go to like information. And then so I went up there. I said, I'd like to speak to someone in DMV. She's like, oh, do you have all the forms filled out? So I said, well, yeah, but I just had a couple of questions. So I just want to talk to someone before I hand them in. And she's like, you have to take your papers and you have to put them in an envelope and you have to bring them to the lobby. So I was like, what?
What's in the lobby?
I don't know. I don't know at this point.
Paper reader person.
So I said, all right, well, is there someone in like the Medicaid department? Because the security guard said there's a Medicaid department. She goes, you, and she gets like really like mean.
Yeah, that's what they do. Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like I was in the middle of like a Seinfeld sitcom or something. So she's like
Seinfeld,
I didn't hear the first time. You have to take these papers and you have to put it in an envelope and bring it to the lobby. So I was like, okay. So I walk around and go to the lobby, and there's 3 security guards, and one looked just really nice. So I didn't say anything at first, and then he just kind of like made eye contact with me, and he's like, and I was like, he goes, are those like forms for Medicaid? So I go, yeah, but and he goes, yeah, you have to put them in this envelope, and do you see that bin over there? You have to drop them in the bin. Like, you just have to drop them in the bin. So I was like, but is there someone that I could talk to?
It's a high-tech operation. Our tax dollars at work.
So I'm nervous because they're not my papers, So I'm like looking through them again. I already looked through them
And
like
did you have
last
copies
week.
made by any chance?
No, but I took pictures of every single front and back.
Oh, all right.
Just in case we have to down like.
Is that sign language for taking pictures?
Wait.
Wait, I don't understand. So you were taking pictures Do that? What? Do that again? Oh, now I get it.
I don't get it.
Because you said taking pictures. Like, you didn't need to do that. That was why I was making fun of you.
Well, yeah, I'm thorough. So...
Or Italian.
I'm kind of folding it. I'm really uncomfortable what I should put in there because she just gave me, like, this folder. I don't know what she wants back. I don't know what goes in. I'm trying to weed through the stuff that I think they don't need. So the guy, like the security guard, goes, "You all right?" And I go, "I'm not." I go. These are like my sister's.
How did he know to come up to you and ask you that?
Well, I'm just standing at
You
this.
were like flipping out?
Well, there's no place to stand. And so there was like, first of all, there was like a bookshelf of, like pamphlets. So I'm leaning on the stuff on the pamphlet. So every once in a while, someone comes on and tries to find a pamphlet. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm moving stuff over. It was awful. And then they have this like table where the envelopes are. So I was looking through them there. And so I was like, just kind of going through them one more time. And he goes, you're right. I go, I'm not. I go, these aren't even my papers. I said, my sister is ill and I'm trying to help her out. And I said, I really just came here because I thought I could, ask some questions. I said, not for nothing, but I have a really hard time taking my sister's papers and going over to that Home Depot trash can and dropping it in.
A trash can?
A Home Depot trash can. So... So he like kind of laughed. He goes, all right, follow me. Which was amazing. And he takes me to Medicaid. Like the security guard takes me to Medicaid. And I go up to this like man who's like, and I tell him like the whole story. I go, they're not my papers. I go, like, for example, she has like one W-2, just a photocopy, and one real W-2. Do I put the both in there? He goes, oh no. He goes, keep your original, put in the one that you printed, and if they need a copy, they'll ask you that. Right now, all you're trying to do is get like a case number.
Right, that's what they do. They'll then come to you next and say, we need copies of that and this and this and that. Yeah. So they can prolong this thing even longer. This is what they do.
Yeah, so I said, I'm not obviously going to hold you to any of this, but when should I hear back? And he said, you'll hear back through the mail within the month. You will. So I was like, all right.
Within the month?
Yeah, within 30 days.
Bet you $1.
All right.
Oh, that hurts your pinky, doesn't it? Pussy.
So I hope, he looked like he knew what he was doing, because here's what I said to him also. And I go, all right, and just so you know, because it's the Medicaid department, like I would want to know if I worked in a place and the phone didn't work. So I just said, all right, and just to tell you.
The phone works.
Yeah, he looked at me like, sweet little dumpling, you're ridiculous.
You poor little innocent young lady.
Yes, no, like
innocent, naive, dumb lady.
Stupid. He looked at me like I was stupid. Yeah. So I go, when you call your office, when you get to choices of your office, it actually just hangs up on you. And he goes like this, and he looked at me like he was sad for me, and he goes, sounds about right.
Yep.
And I go,
that's what they do.
Like, why have the phone in the first place? Why not just say, you cannot call in here, you have to show up?
Because they want you to be confused. They want to prolong this. They are hoping people just get frustrated and forget the whole thing. Or put it off to another day.
I folded up everything that he said I needed, and he said it looked pretty good, and I dropped it in the Home Depot trash can in the lobby.
The Home Depot trash can. Again, our tax dollars at work. It's disgusting. Social Security, I can't tell you how many times I've been there. And the runaround that you get is disgusting. They do it, and they treat you like you're stupid. They'll say things to you that don't make sense. They won't try to explain or elaborate. They'll practically throw you out of there. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible existence. And I hope those people that work there who abide by these inhumane rules, I hope they sleep well at night.
Yep.
Jeff Boatsy says, wasn't there a song about swallowing a fly? I swallowed a fly.
That's not it.
Which started the whole flies flying. I have no idea what song he's talking about. And I have no idea why I thought of the Bee Gees just now when I sang that.
The old woman who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly.
Keep going. No,
Did you not read to your children? Remember that? Where she swallowed, then she swallowed a cow and she swallowed...
a cow? That woman's got a big mouth.
Each picture, the animal that she swallows... she gets larger.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I do remember
it's kind of like the Christmas song with the 12 days of Christmas. How like you have to it repeats it and goes all the way down to, and I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Yeah, okay, it does kind of ring a bell.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Batapete said, when Charlie needed Medicaid for rehab or home nursing, we needed 5 years of tax forms, bank statements, and bills, etc., etc., etc. 5 freaking years. Because, again, you're not going through enough.
Yeah.
Now you have to go through your records and figure out your finances.
And Sydney can't, like, find stuff. She's just, her husband passed away several years ago. And before that, he was, like, the guy who had everything all organized. So, this, like, kind of got thrown on her. And she's not good at it.
Andrew says, social services is lazy. When I was looking into emancipating myself, it was a slog. Who says hello there? Joan is there. Beansy's there. Bosie's pointing out that they're union workers. I don't think so. Or it's a different type of union. It's one of those...
Well, they're government workers. Do they have... I don't think they have their own union.
Yeah, I don't know what... I'm not sure about that. The answering machine was too full, says Joan, and you went on Mondays, the worst day to go, poor Sallie. No. She didn't go yesterday. You went...
I went Friday.
Friday, which is arguably the best day to go.
Yeah.
I used to find that for Social Security, Wednesday was the best day to go because for some reason they close early on Wednesdays. So they move faster to see everybody.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's the same for,
it's not the same
for Medicaid.
Office.
Right, it's not the same office. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the same for Medicaid. Plus, so I would think Fridays, because Mondays are always the worst. Everybody goes on Mondays. So Fridays, people are getting ready for the weekend and stuff, and I would try Fridays.
And today I went to a neurologist, and she gave me cortisone shots.
Yes.
No, it wasn't cortisone shots.
That's what you told me.
I know.
Oh.
It's another thing. I feel like it was something else, like all in my eyebrows and all in the back of my head.
Botox.
No. But it hurt bad.
That's not cortisone?
What's like the thing that makes something cold?
Steroids. Makes something cold. H2O.
No. Like you spray it and it chills things. Maybe it was cortisone, but I don't think it was. I think it was like something else.
She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know
That's
why she swallowed the fly.
Who said that?
Andy Plajanos.
Yeah.
DJ D-Love is asking for the phones, and Beansy is telling him no phones today. So DJ called him a loser.
Oh, yeah, because we have trivia.
Oh, Beansy says Thursday is the best day to go.
Oh, is it?
That's what he said. Bosie's saying, so what you're saying is I should start filing my paperwork now. Yes, Jeff, yes. Joan Ash is saying Novocaine. No, it couldn't have been Novocaine.
It wasn't Novocaine.
Novocaine, it just kind of numbs everything so you don't feel.
What's the stuff you spray on sunburns? It sounded like that.
It's the stuff you spray on sunburn.
Yeah.
Icy hot.
You just made that up.
I have no idea.
I don't know. She put in this like big needle and squirted it, like, banged at it for a while, and then and she's like, it's gonna be a little pinch. It was fucking not a little pinch.
Did you punch her in the face?
It was like, yeah, my eyes started to like well up, and I'm not like one afraid of like needles and stuff. And all I could think of, because like Kevin is totally afraid of needles, and so all I could think of was, I'm so happy this is my neck and not Kevin's. Like he would have died.
But how does it feel now?
Not great. Like I thought,
Really?
like it would. Yeah.
Does it maybe takes a while to take
Maybe
effect?
it takes a while. Yeah.
Xylocaine, says Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, that's it. But that's not what they shot in me.
Oh yeah, that's it. But that's not. What do you mean?
The sunburn spray.
Oh. Zolarcane. Solarcane, says Beansy.
Yeah.
I think he's joking, I think.
No.
Oh.
I don't know what they did to me.
Lidocaine. Michael Caine.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I remembered at the time.
So, all right, well, here's something I've been holding on to for a few days.
Your penis.
Well, that goes without saying. Amazon.
Are you mad at Amazon?
Are you all right over there?
Yeah, I had like a hair that was like...
Amazon, get this.
Are you mad or happy?
Happy. I'll explain. Amazon is offering to pay college tuition for more than 750,000 U.S. employees as the battle for hourly workers escalates beyond minimum wages. So
yeah.
That's all we keep hearing about, right? We've talked about it before. Apparently, a lot of places are having trouble finding employees because after the pandemic, people are reevaluating. They're deciding that money isn't worth some of the things that they were forced to do, like crazy hours and whatnot. I guess some people are making it work, living off unemployment. I personally don't think that's enough to live around here, but somehow people are making it work. We've heard a lot of this, how people are having a hard time finding people to hire. So now you have places like Amazon who are offering little like bonuses, such as paying for college. What a concept. These are called benefits. We all used to have them.
We all used to have them. Yeah, like when I worked for Marriott, they paid for a bunch of semesters.
When I graduated high school, a buddy of mine, you know John Fable.
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw his name out. Why not? John Fable, after graduation, people going off to college, doing their thing. Some people worked, whatever they were doing. John Fable had his high school job was working at Hess, pumping gas, checking oil. And he continued to work there after graduation. And we always said, "Wow, man, what is Fable doing? Why is he working? What's he doing with his life?" Well, it turns out Hess was paying his college, 100%. So he went through college. He even, continued his education. 1995, I started going to SUNY Old Westbury to take some labor relations classes. And there's Fable, walk around. At the time, he had gotten into, real estate or something? I forget what it was, but it was all paid for by Hess. And by this time, he had now had a good job, and he was just, taking some classes for work, but he was doing very well.
Yeah.
Like, son of a bitch, freaking Hess paid for all that shit.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Well, now Amazon is.
Good.
The e-commerce giant joins other retailers, restaurants and chains, garbage haulers, and meat processors, dangling the prospect of a free college education as a way to lure and retain staff in a tight U.S. job market. Amazon is also covering tuition and books for people pursuing bachelor's degrees. Here's a kicker, though. Hourly employees will be eligible for the new perk after 90 days on the job. So I don't know. When I was younger, and getting a job at one of the utilities was always the job to get, or UPS. UPS was considered a good job when I was a kid. But that's what they used to do. UPS used to bring you in for 60, 70, 80 days because you had to work 90 straight business days.
Oh, and then they'd lay you off?
They would cut you off.
They would really do that?
I knew a guy that got called a week later. Come on back. But he had to start the whole process over. And they cut him off a second time, and that's he's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. That's awful.
Employees working and this is still Amazon, employees working as little as 20 hours a week will be eligible for the college benefit, though Amazon will pay only 50%. That's still a pretty great deal for a part-time job. So many companies are thinking of other ways of retaining employees. So a lot of companies are going above the $15 an hour minimum wage. And many companies are trying to differentiate themselves through additional benefits such as greater time off, more reliable scheduling, access to emergency childcare, and increasingly a path to a broader education and new skills.
Remember when we were kids, like our employers paid for our health insurance? And then remember when they started to just adding it like, oh, if you could just pay this amount a month. We were like, what?
Right.
We have to pay for health care? That's how old me and Tony are.
That's right.
Yeah. And then now it's like the complete norm.
Walmart is also doing this for their 1.5 million part-time and full-time employees. They even, wow, God, I hate Walmart. Walmart had a requirement that each employee had to pay $1 a day towards their education, which I'm sure most of them didn't even use. So again, just another way of Walmart getting their money back. Oh, God, I hate Walmart. I hate them. But they've dropped that. They've dropped the $1 daily fee.
Yeah, when I worked at Children's Hospital in California, I only worked part-time, and they paid for me and my whole family 100% health care.
Wow, in your family?
My whole family.
Oh, health care, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
That's how it used to be. I'm just 20 hours a week, and they're like, yeah, it's okay, just sign here, thanks.
And
I think they made me wait 90 days, but they kept me, so.
But it makes me nuts, and I'm sorry, but... And I know there's people out there who say, well, I deserve my health care and I pay for it, and I don't want to pay for somebody else's. I get all that. But I'm sorry, but health care shouldn't be a privilege. It should be a right.
Yeah, you shouldn't, get a certain drug that you need because of what you do for a living.
Our taxes go to a million things that we don't want them to go to also. It's just the way it is. So Target is also offering no-cost college. Chipotle offering free college tuition to employees who work at least 15 hours a week after 4 months on the job.
I mean, you say that they want to lay you off so that they don't have to give the benefits, but it's also the other way too. Like, you have no idea how many, because I used to have to hire people and train people, and you have no idea how many people will start a job. They'll start a job because they want to get a car loan or something, and they don't have a job, or you know what I mean? And they'll use you, or I can't even tell you how many kids I hired from Marriott to work the front desk, and I'll hire them in June, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I'm here I'll definitely be here for a year, and then you're like, you're going to leave in August. You're just totally lying to me. So you spend all the time and energy and money training this stupid idiot for 2 months, and then they lie and leave. So you could understand from the other perspective too.
But that's just that's part of the deal, man. I mean, everybody's gets a job, and then if they find a better job, whether it's 2 months or 2 years.
No, the college kids lie to you. They lie to you. Because they know you're not going to hire them just for 2 months, because it takes 6 weeks for them to be useful. And they want a job, So they use you. They do it.
Amazon is even going to pay the school up front. Instead of, because a lot of companies do, you have to lay it out and they reimburse you. Amazon is laying the money out up front.
And then do you have to give them a certain amount of years after college?
I don't see anything that says that.
Because usually that's what they do.
And usually you have to keep a certain average, or they do make you pay it back.
Oh, really?
Again, that's not here. I'm just saying that's
what a father would do.
DJ says, Tony, you have to give me one more chip. No, I don't. Why? You got a chip. Did I promise him two?
I don't know.
Maybe I promised one to Michelle or something? I don't know.
I gave him 50,000 air fresheners.
So I don't know. I think this is a good thing. I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, that part, yeah.
But I noticed that the article doesn't mention anybody starting to give health care back.
Yeah, but maybe that.
But that you want to hold on to an employee, that's what you do. And I think, and personally, I do think that's why. Oh, okay. I saw it on the screen up there that it froze, so I got nervous that we froze. Let me double check here. Can you guys see us, hear us? Somebody give me a thumbs up or something if
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it was frozen up there for a second.
Oh, really?
All right. Yeah, it's all right. We're good. Thanks. Yeah, that's the thing. People do go job to job now. There is no career. There is nobody stays at one job for 30 years anymore because there's no point in it. There's no pensions anymore. You're paying for your health through the nose for your health care. So a lot of people, thank you, Jeff. A lot of people are, they're working almost as a contractor.
Right.
So you want to hold on to your employees, give them health care. Then they'll give them a pension. Give them a pension.
Yeah, because
then they'll stick around for a while.
Most people just take their 401k wherever they go. They don't really care any type of. But it ended, and I think it started with the businesses. I think the businesses weren't loyal anymore, and I think because people are very loyal to where they work. They pride in what they do, and whatever it is, you just want to do a great job. And then I think the businesses kind of, let them down a little bit. And then after a while, you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna answer the phone.
Corporate America was very smart. They were paying people some more money because that's what people hear. They want to talk about the almighty dollar. So they were giving out more money, but in the meantime, they were taking away pensions and health benefits.
Yeah.
And it took a while for people to catch up to realize what was going on. And then once they did realize what was going on, they got mad. And then they got mad at everybody around them who still had those things.
Right.
Nobody was happy. Everybody was just mad. You have that? Well, I want that too. You shouldn't have it. And so eventually, because they had no support, that guy lost it too. Mm-hmm. Eventually, everybody's then paying for their health care and not getting any pensions and losing all the benefits that they used to have. And that's why people aren't going back to work. Because if they are surviving on unemployment and whatever health care comes with unemployment, well, what's the incentive to go back to work? And then you get, I'm sure there's, then you get a lot of people saying, well, then, the unemployment is too much money. All right, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But maybe the freaking CEOs that are making billions of dollars, maybe they should give up $1 million. Just give up $1 million a year.
Yeah. So
how many people can you employ with that?
Right.
The overhead to maintain pension versus the overhead for 401k maintenance is huge. All right, but at least keep the 401k then and match it up to a certain degree. That was from Andy. Give me eye care and dental, says Elizabeth. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing, like when you're a kid and you actually have health care, and the first time you realize that your eyes and ears aren't part of your body. Right. Like, who decided that if I needed a hearing aid, it wouldn't be a part of my body, whereas if you need a prosthetic leg, it's part of your body. Like, it's still a device that attaches to our bodies, but somewhere along the line someone said, oh, not eyes and ears, silly. And we all said, oh, okay. And
that was tried too, just maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. They tried that. They tried to come out and say, no, you only need one leg per lifetime.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Yeah, that's right. I brought it up.
I know.
And there had to be all sorts of fighting to go on with that.
And who discovered it?
You did.
I did. You're welcome, New York.
And then you went to Dan, the man.
Yeah, I went. I read it. I don't remember where I read it. I was reading just like news around the world, and I was reading New York, and they were like, oh yeah, New York is coming out with a policy where unless you're a child because you're growing, healthcare can now only has to provide you one artificial limb for your whole life.
Whole life. And then you went and told Dan Bastion over there at Progressive Orthotics and Prosthetics.
And he didn't believe me. I go, Dan, I'm really sorry.
And then he looked it up himself.
But I said, this is obviously going to affect your business if every one of your clients you're just giving one limb to.
And then he became the man. He became
the man.
The man of all of New York, the whole New York State to represent.
He went up to Albany
prosthetics.
And fought the man.
He was fighting every day.
It took him a year. He had to get senators and congressmen and even he said that even when he was saying to the senators and the congressmen, like, what is this? They were like, what? That doesn't, like, it got by everyone except me. Yeah, and so it
Thank
was
you,
a
Sallie.
big deal.
Thank you, Dan.
It was a big deal.
Andy Plajanos. Boomers wanted more control of their retirement. That was a huge influence on the death of pensions. Well, now they're getting control again because they're not coming back to work. They're saying, screw you. Give us something and we'll come back to work. Molly's watching. Good morning, Molly. All right, it's time.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands
Dun, dun, dun.
this week's Tuesday Trivia. If you're new to this, the way this works, Sallie and I take turns asking each other random trivia questions. There's no thematic stuff going on. We do not know each other's questions. We're going to try and stump each other. We're going to try and stump you. In the comments below or next to us, wherever it is on your device, please type in your answers to our trivia questions. The way it works is we're going to ask all the questions. We do not give the answers. When we're done asking the questions, we go back to the beginning, read the question again. We're going to go over each other's answers, then give the correct answer. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. It's all just bragging rights. It's all for fun, and we enjoy making fun of you.
And if me
answers.
and Tony know it immediately, like we usually give like 5-10 seconds before we blurt it out. Blurt.
All
right, number 1. Ready? What video does Paul Simon play the tin whistle?
What video? What song you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a video playing the tin whistle. What song?
You Can Call Me Al. One-third of Taiwanese?
Sure.
One-third of Taiwanese funeral processions include what? One-third of Taiwanese funeral processions.
Processions?
I'm going to try that again.
Processions, right?
Processions. One-third of Taiwanese funeral processions include what?
An elephant. All right. You have to guess the
5.
You have to guess the comedian.
Bobby Collins.
I told you to wait 10 seconds if you knew.
Oh.
Okay. Guess the comedian. His father was a dentist, and this comedian worked for him as a dental hygienist for some time.
I'm going with Carlin, and I have no idea why, but for some reason, I'm thinking that's the right
He looked
answer.
like he had good teeth.
I don't know. He's dead. Name 3 musicians who have sold over 100 million albums as both a solo artist and a member of a band.
Okay.
3 musicians who have sold over 100 million albums as both a solo artist and part of a band.
Are one of them the freaking Eagles?
I don't know. Are they?
All right, I'm going to say the Eagles and one of the annoying members.
Which one?
I don't know. Who's more popular? The drummer?
Yes.
Okay.
His name? Come on.
I have a concussion. It's serious. I'm serious. It doesn't come as fast. It'll come. I'll get it. Oh, 2 more.
There was 3 altogether.
Man, okay.
Man.
Is it as obvious as like Michael Jackson?
I don't know. Is it?
All right, I'm going to go with Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And probably, God, I hope it's not Peter Cetera in Chicago because he's so annoying. Even if it's true, I'm not going to put him down because he's such a dick. I'm going to go with, how about Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac?
Okay.
Okay. What is astrophobia?
The fear of the Jetsons' dog.
It's astro.
Isn't that what you said? Astrophobia?
Astrophobia.
Astrophobia. Spell it.
A-S-T-R-A phobia.
Oh, A. I thought you were saying astro. Astro.
Astrophobia.
You're saying astra.
Like Hofstra.
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 What does it mean? Is the fear? It's a fear of something?
Mm-hmm.
It's the fear of stars. Astrological.
I think that's Astra.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
going
the
with it
dog.
anyway. I'm going with it anyway.
Okay.
Because I have no idea. The Wicked Queen gives Snow White what to render her comatose?
An apple.
An apple, says Sally.
When was Rotten Tomatoes launched?
Oh, the website?
Yeah, was it 1998, 2000, 2004?
I'll go with 98. Why not? The design stamped on each side of an Oreo cookie has how many flowers? The design stamped on each side of an Oreo cookie has how many flowers?
4.
4. All right.
Do tomato plants grow back every year?
Are you asking yourself that question?
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Because you and I were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
About the tomatoes you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Do your tomatoes grow every year? I'm going to say no. But I have no idea.
Okay.
Next question. Who was best man at Prince Charles and Princess Diana's wedding? Who was the best man?
Huh. Prince Andrew.
All right.
Oh, here's the racy one.
The racy one.
What is autofellatio?
Autofellatio. When you do it yourself. Autofellatio. When you do it in the car. I don't know. What are the most often ordered item from a sex catalog? Multiple choice. Is it dildos? Is it blow-up dolls? Is it novelty condoms?
Blow-up dolls, condoms, and what?
Dildos. The most often ordered item from sex catalogs. Dildo, blow-up dolls, novelty condoms.
I'm going to go with condoms.
Sally's going with condoms. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
That might have been the quickest we've ever asked these questions.
What video does Paul Simon play the tin whistle?
Yeah, everybody knew it was Al.
Oh. Cindy was on a Paul Simon kick the other day. So like all these it was like blaring through the house.
1/3 of Taiwanese funeral procession. I did it again. 1/3 of Taiwanese funeral processions include what? Jeff Bosey said a martial arts show. Sallie said an elephant. Beansy said flowers. Joan Asher said strippers. Joan Asher, how in the world did you know that?
Really?
That's the right answer.
Why?
I don't know why. Who cares why? Do I need to know why? I'm just going to more funerals.
So
in
someone
Taiwan.
dies, and so they hire strippers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I would have went with the elephant.
A stripping elephant.
A naked elephant.
Aren't they always?
Okay, so his father was a dentist, and this comedian worked for him as a dental hygienist for some time.
I said Carlin. Beansy said Chris Rock. Elizabeth Batapete said Richard Belzer. Kirsten says paper lanterns. What? Oh, maybe that was to the first question?
Yeah, to the
Plajano
funeral.
said Carrot Top. Beansy said Mo, Larry, and Curly. Kirsten said Rodney. And that's it.
No one got it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Bill Burr.
Oh, wow. Wow. Bill Burr. I would tell you I met Richard Belzer. I told you that story, right?
Yeah.
I was when I had my cancer battle, Richard Belzer and I had the same oncologist. And I was sitting in the waiting room one day, and I'm just sitting there reading a newspaper. Guy comes in, sits right across from me. I look up, and there's Richard Belzer, and he's looking right at me with that face. I just, holy shit. I didn't say anything. I didn't bother him. I figured, we're both in a cancer office. I'm not going to bother this guy. So I didn't say 2 words to him.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm so happy to meet you. Thanks a lot. I'm here for cancer.
And that was the thing, too. It wasn't public yet.
Oh.
So I didn't say anything. But I went into the oncologist's office. And I see the doctor. I go, is that Richard Belzer out there? And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I'm telling you, Richard Belzer is in your thing, in the waiting room. And I just wouldn't shut up about it because I'm an idiot. So finally she goes, all right, it's his brother. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
They were lying to you?
A few weeks later, I went back to her after I came back to Earth.
And you said, thank you for saving me,
I
you
went to her,
lying piece of shit.
I said, I'm really sorry for how stupid I was about that whole Richard Belzer thing. I said, I know you can't talk about it. She goes, of course I can't tell you that was him. I go, I know you made up the brother thing. I'm sorry I was a pain. She goes, yes, I totally made that up. She goes, you are an idiot. Because I had a great relationship. She was the best. Dr. Pavlik in New York City. God forbid you need an oncologist. That's the one to go see. But yeah, she was fantastic. And yeah, she totally made fun of me with that. She goes, yeah, you're an idiot. I couldn't tell you that was Richard Belzer.
That's so
And then I
funny.
think it was like just maybe a week later that it came out
Yeah.
that he was sick. But I believe I haven't seen him in a while, but I believe he's okay now.
He's all right? She saved him?
Yeah, just like she saved me.
Nice.
But
You're very burpy today.
isn't that every day?
What
was the last question?
Bill Burr.
Oh, so it's me. Name 3 musicians who have sold over 100 million albums as both a solo artist and part of a band.
Did I get any?
You got 1. Sallie said Don Henley. She said Michael Jackson. She said Stevie Nicks. Elizabeth Batapede says McCartney and Jackson. Plajanos, Henley, Justin Timberlake, and Neil Young. Kirsten says Sting, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins. Joan Asher says Noises. What is she referring to? I don't know. Elizabeth Batapede then says Beyonce. Oh, all right. Sorry. That's for the next question. So only 3 people answered that question? That's weird. All right, well, between all you guys, all the answers are there.
I forgot about the Beatles.
Right. McCartney's 1. Michael Jackson and Phil Collins. Phil Collins is the only one who did it simultaneously. He did it at the same time.
Oh, wow.
As part of Genesis and a solo artist.
Wow.
Because he was always bouncing back and forth.
Wow.
Wow.
So I only got the Michael Jackson one?
That is the only one you got.
All right.
But
and that I almost didn't do that one because I was like, did the Jackson 5 really get that
absolutely.
much?
Yeah. No, you had good guesses. Stevie Nicks was a good guess.
Yeah.
It was wrong. It was a good guess.
Yeah. And Don Henley. It would have taken me an hour to come up with that name.
Come on, really?
It's just me now. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden, like, and I'll know it. Like, if you ask me something, it's not like it happens all the time. But the second I have to come up and think of something, I know instantly it's not going to come. It's not going to.
Were you able to see his face in your head?
Yeah. I could, yeah, see him. I knew he was a drummer. I knew, like, I you know, the songs and stuff. And I knew his name would not.
Name one Don Henley song, solo.
You
have it written on the back of your hand? What's going on?
Yeah, I can't think of it. I can think of, like, the lyrics and stuff.
All right, sing.
No.
Don't put your phone down. You're the next one asking a question.
Oh.
She even forgot we were doing trivia.
All right.
All right.
What is astrophobia?
I said the fear of stars. Joan says the fear of noises. Elizabeth says the fear of Beyonce. Beansy said the fear of asteroids. Plagianos, the fear of loud noises. Elizabeth, the fear of dark.
Fear of lightning.
I knew it. That was some lightning we had last night.
That's why I picked the question.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys in our area see that lightning last night? Holy moly. That was crazy. The Wicked Queen gives Snow White an apple. No need to discuss any further.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Bosie. He said the Queen gave her herpes.
When was Rotten Tomatoes launched? 2098, 2000, 2004.
2098?
1998.
Wow, that jolt to the head makes you see the future. Beansy said 1978, not one of the options. Joan said 98. Andy said 98. I said 98. Elizabeth said 98. Kirsten, as usual, your answers come in late. She wrote an apple. What's the answer?
98.
Hey, I got one right. The design stamped on each side of an Oreo cookie has how many flowers? Sally said 4. I need to clarify this answer. Do you mean 4 on each side or 4 total?
Then I'm going to say 2 on each side. A total of 4.
There's 2 cookies.
Oh, right. Okay. That's what I mean. Like 2 on one side, 2 on the other.
So a total of 8.
No, like 1, 2, 3. So 4. Total of 4. What's the answer?
There's 2 cookies, 4 sides.
They don't have. I didn't think they had flowers on the inside that touches the cream. Just on the outside. On the outside, like a sandwich.
I don't know what her answer is. Joan said 5. Beansy says 6 flowers on an Oreo cookie. Elizabeth says 10. Yeah, the answers are all over the place here. All right. So it's a Mandelbrot series, so there are an infinite number of flowers, says Plagianos. What's a Mandelbrot?
I don't know.
I don't know either. 12. Each has 4 petals. What?
Doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I thought it'd be 4. Like if it's the cookie, right? Like, and it's gonna like hit cream. There'd be 4 on this side, 4 on that side.
Yeah, you're
8
just saying
total.
the outside.
Yeah.
Has.
I didn't know they had flowers on the inside of them.
The design stamp. I got this. I'll have to go back to the website I got this from, which I remember where it was.
I'm gonna look at the
12.
picture.
Each has 4 petals. So if it is on the outside, like you're saying, that would be only 8 then.
Right.
But if it's 4, if each side including the inside, then that would be 16.
12 doesn't make sense.
12 does not make sense.
I'm going to look at the image of an Oreo.
Sorry about that.
I have a picture of an animal. Like it's not even a flower.
Yeah, well, that's not your regular Oreo cookie. Oreo cookie.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of flowers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think there's 12 on each side.
There's a 4-leaf clover. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah.
A
Your
4-leaf
picture's
clover.
your picture's a lot better than mine. 1,
So
2,
there's
3,
1,
4,
2,
5,
3,
6, 7,
4,
8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 12. So there's 24 is my guess.
Oh, how many did you say?
I counted 12.
12?
Yeah.
12 times 4?
No, I'm saying like on one side of the cookie is 12. Like on the cookie is 12. And then
Right.
on like if you take out all the cream and you just look at one cookie, like just one piece. There's 12.
Oh, all right. So that does make sense.
Yeah.
12, and each one has 4 petals. So it does make sense. The answer is right.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's a clover.
But it says the design stamped on each side of an Oreo cookie. Oh, okay. All right.
They're treating just the one piece as one cookie, whereas I was thinking it was like the whole thing with
We're
the
all
cream was
learning
the
together
cookie.
here, everybody.
Yeah. Glad we're not asking us when Carla's around. She hates Oreos.
Carla Okerson hates Oreos?
Yeah, she says they taste like dirt.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
I used to love Hydrox, but now they're gone. But yeah, I'm not a big Oreos fan. My kids love it.
I could take it or leave it. Doesn't matter. Oh, those new peanut butter cookies are really good from the Nutter Butters from Lidl.
Oh, yeah?
We discovered Lidl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good
It's
store.
weird.
It's weird, but good. Prices are really good. We should get
Prices
them to
are
be a
good.
sponsor for us.
Their meat is kind of...
Yeah, don't get that. But other things are better. Am I up?
You're up.
Okay, the tomato question. Do tomato plants grow back every year? I'm curious to see what people said.
I said no. Elizabeth says yes. Andy says yes. Beansy says no. Kirsten said no. That's it.
All right, so the proper answer is yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because they are officially perennials. But the reality is no.
Yay.
So I like the truth of the matter is I have tomatoes in my backyard, and no, they're not going to come back next year. So the answer is no.
Well, wait a minute. That's not... what makes you say that?
Because they say that you would have to go to great lengths to protect the tomatoes from frost.
All right, but it is possible. You just have some work to
But
do.
not even in like North Carolina will they come back. Like if you have like one, like sometimes
I think
it's
Ken Fischel should answer that question.
like sometimes in Georgia it snows more than it does here.
Yes.
So unless you have all this equipment to save the stupid $4 plant every year, just freaking dig everything all up. And they also say that it's not a good idea to count on next year's because like towards the end of the season, like there's like all these like bugs that fly around the tomatoes that, you know, aren't quite making it. You have to kind of really stay on top of it to keep your yard bug free. So you just want to start with like, you know, fresh tomatoes, which is what I'm going to do. But officially, they are perennials. If you live in the only places that it comfortably will grow back are the tropics. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. So it won't work for you. And it said they are perennials in the tropics, but they are annuals in the continental United States. I thought it was interesting. You could always tell like where I am in life when I'm doing trivia. The questions I come up with. All right, Ken.
Thanks. Who was the best man at Prince Charles and Diana's wedding? You said Andrew. Joan said Harry. Andy said Jeffrey Epstein. Bosie says Elton John. Beansy says he was. Elizabeth says Philip. Andrew says Di's brother Spencer. Kirsten says Andrew as well. Just checking. You're all wrong. All of you. You're all wrong.
Here's why I kind of thought like the way you're saying, like how it is wrong, is because it's such a big to-do, the wedding, that everyone already has their role. Like, the dad has his role, sitting with the queen. Like they all have like their things going on. So to like give people extra jobs, it would have to be like someone who didn't have a job already.
You would think, though, at a wedding like that, they would serve something more fancy than a roll.
You love rolls.
I do love
Sometimes
rolls.
You go to
But
parties and it's the only thing you eat.
But I'm not fancy like them. Nobody.
Really?
He did not have a best man. His brothers were his supporters.
He's just difficult. Do they always do that?
My guess is that they always do that. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's...
Is it just an American tradition where you have like a maid of honor and a best man?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know. All I know is that you're all wrong.
Okay. It's actually not a bad idea because, like, there's so many family fights over who's going to have the role and why. And
unless you do it a few times like I do, then you have a few, people
everyone,
take turns.
Don't worry, I'll get to you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, 10 years. What is autofellatio?
A dog that won't stop licking you. It means to drive a race car. Is when you're trying to get a raise at your job. I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you actually had it at first, because what'd you end up picking?
Well, I said it was just sex in the car.
Yeah, so it is the act of orally stimulating one's own penis.
How the hell do you do that?
I guess people can do it. You, like, learn through yoga. Like, whenever you see, like, a guy doing yoga, now I'm going to be like...
He's trying to...
You're just trying to go down on yourself.
Well, I can't say I blame him.
And then I think when I was reading about it, I guess like it's like a like a Pornhub thing too. I didn't look because who wants to see that?
Oh, you're saying you go on porn sites and type in "man licks himself."
Who's the famous porn guy who got arrested for?
What's his name? Oh, jeez, I think I have a concussion.
Like I guess he could do it.
Could he?
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy. Well, he's going to have to now because he's not getting any for a while. Wow, yeah, I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing.
That reminds me of a joke.
Good.
This woman goes to the supermarket, and she goes up to the manager, who's a friend of hers. She goes, "Oh, hi, Bobby."
Can you start again?
What?
Start again. I missed the first few words. Sorry.
Where were you? Over here. Focus.
Yep. Start again.
Hey. This woman goes to the supermarket. She goes up to the manager, who's also a friend of hers. She goes, "Hi, Bob." He goes, "Oh, hi, Mary. How you doing?" "Good. How are you?" "Good." She goes, "Bob, where do you guys carry the dog biscuits?" "Oh, aisle 11. She goes, "Okay, thanks, Bob." He goes, "Mary, I didn't know you got a dog." She goes, "Oh, no, we can get a dog." He goes, "Why are you getting dog biscuits?" She goes, "Well, my husband, he actually enjoys them." He goes, "Mary, I don't think dog biscuits are the healthiest thing for a human. No, it's fine, Bob. Nah, Mary, I really don't think it's a good idea. She said, no, Bob, it's what my husband wants. He's like, okay. Once a week, she shows up at the supermarket. Hi, Bob. Hi, Mary. Buying your dog biscuits? Yep. Mary, I don't think it's a good idea. My husband likes them. Okay, Mary, enjoy. Every week for 6 months, this goes on. Except this one day after 6 months, she walks in. She's walking past him. She goes, hi, Bob. He goes, hi, Mary. Here to get your dog biscuits? She goes, nope, not today, Bob. Unfortunately, my husband died last week. He goes, oh, my God, Mary, I had no idea. I'm so sorry to hear. She goes, thank you, Bob. He goes, but Mary, I have to say, I told you so. She goes, what do you mean? He goes, well, I told you the dog biscuits were no good for your husband and it will kill him. She says, oh, the dog biscuits didn't kill him, Bob. He goes, what killed him, Mary?
Can I guess?
Yes.
He was running after a car.
Well, you're on the right track, but it was more of your trivia question. Oh. He died because he broke his neck trying to lick his own balls.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, can I tell a joke?
What?
I know.
Wow, you really do have a concussion. You are not the same person.
My sister Cindy My sister Cindy told me a joke, and I actually laughed. Like, not the polite laugh that you're like, oh, I have to like laugh right now because someone told me a stupid joke.
Get on the phone. Call your friends. Call whoever you know that knows Sallie. Call anybody who's ever watched this show, because we've been hearing for 3.5 years now that Sallie hates jokes. This is the first time ever since
Can I tell it? Because so far it's longer than my joke.
Have you ever told me a joke?
I feel like I have.
I don't think you have.
1 or 2.
All right. It's definitely the first on this show. I'm amazed.
Huh.
Drum roll. Go.
Okay, so we're driving. Me and Cindy are driving in the car, and we live in this neighborhood where there's like no one's ever on the road, and there's all these stupid stop signs. So like I know I should stop for like 18,000 seconds and then proceed, but I just kind of like make sure you're not going to hurt anyone. Then I go on.
There's 3 stop signs from your house to the road.
So Tony hates that, and Cindy hates that. So we're driving there. So Cindy's like, "Oh, I got a joke for you." So she said, cop sees someone going through, like slowing down, going through a stop sign, pulls him over. Says, hey, you went through that stop sign. He's like, well, I slowed down. Sorry, didn't mean to. And the cop says, all right, come out of the car. So he comes out of the car, and the cop takes out his billy club and starts hitting the guy over and over again. And then he goes, do you want me to stop, or you want me to just slow down? I thought that was funny.
That's mean and violent.
I know.
I'm offended. Ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand today's final Tuesday trivia question. What are the most often ordered item from sex catalogs? Is it dildos? Is it blow-up dolls? Is it novelty condoms? Sallie said novelty condoms. Andy Plajanos agreed. Elizabeth says blow-up dolls. On this show, the mind goes to sex, says Joan. Okay. Molly is asking Beansy if he figured out who she is yet. The vaccine is working overtime on Sallie, says Joan. Has Sallie had a head scan, or are we sure it's a concussion?
Who's asking that?
Molly. She has seen 2 doctors who are both saying it's a concussion, going for a head scan tonight.
Yeah, I'm going for an MRI on my neck, and then I went to a neurologist today, so I'll probably get some type of brain scan soon.
Bosie's making fun of us for being stumped on the Oreo cookie question. Beansy's asking who's Molly. Princes Andrew and Edward, excuse me. Princes Andrew and Edward were the Prince of Wales supporters, the equivalent of a best man for a royal wedding.
Who said that?
Molly told us that.
Cool.
Okay, so the answer is, you got it right. It's novelty condoms. Novelty condoms. There you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is today's Tuesday trivia. Well played. Well played, everyone. Nicely done. Are we done? You have that done look about you.
Do I?
Today is Tuesday. Ooh, the big day. We have the return tonight at 9:30 of Domestic Disturbance. Tonight at 9:30, right here on Gov's Comedy Club Radio. Tony, when you read comments out of context, they don't make sense. I was reading them as they came in. The comments I just read were the latest ones. Joan. Domestic Disturbance at 9:30 on Gov's Comedy Club Radio YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please tell everyone you know to go to that channel and like all the shows. Share the shows like Domestic Disturbance tonight at 9:30. Of course, at 8 o'clock is Anthony and Johnny. You can find that on Anthony's platforms, but it's being done right in this room. Then Sallie and I are off tomorrow, but don't forget, Donversations at 7:30, Christy Unleashed at 9. And then Sallie and I are back on Thursday at 11 a.m. And Thursday is also the premiere of one of our new shows, the Serenity Soul Sisters with Barbara Califano and Bobby Allison and Gina Romaine. Was that her name? You don't know? Oh, you know what? I have it.
Simone.
Gina Simone. I think you're right about that.
Yeah. Don Henley.
Gina Simone, you are correct. Bobby Allison, Barbara Califano, Serenity Soul Sisters, this Thursday at 5? 5:30?
5:30.
5:30. Sallie and I will be here with Anthony tonight, and then we'll see you again Thursday morning at 11. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll see you.